everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports.
Hey, sports.
Coming up, we'll see the second-year man, Josh Allen, and the Buffalo Bills as they take on a man back for a 16th NFL season, Eli Manning, and the New York Football Giants. I'll have scores around the league for you.
The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Heading out to lead the Giants, as he's done since 2004, Eli Manning. And his hold on the job somewhat precarious coming into the year, but still, look, this is a 2-time Super Bowl MVP and the franchise's all-time leader in passing yards and touchdown passes as well. Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 12 carries, 82 yards, and a touchdown.
Are we playing old school football now? We got a top 10 rusher in the league. He's sitting at number 10, but he has a chance to move up with a big-time game. So expect that offensive line every time they go to the bench and tell the offensive coordinator, let's run the football.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Manning to throw on second down. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to have a third down. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on third down. Throwing is Manning. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Greedy Williams, the rookie from LSU. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we went over.
And I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
So here now the Bills offense out of the field to get their first crack at it. They'll be led out by their second-year quarterback from Wyoming, Josh Allen. Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10. Dances by him, fighting through it, he's got space. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Gore. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On the ground with the rookie Devin Singletary. A nice opening right away as he'll maneuver his way up to the 32-yard line.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on third. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And the grab by Croft. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 16. A run for Tony Pollard, the Memphis product. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
It goes as a loss of 6, and now 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. But he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them, because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Singletary. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bills will add on to their lead. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they scored in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense, because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt, because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now Saquon Barkley. And again, this Buffalo defense there in run support to stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Faking the give to Barkley. Now Manning. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And that's caught inside the 35. A big
coming back.
Play there for the Giants. 44 yards.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
And the challenge pays dividends. The ref overturns the play.
Everyone gets a bonus on this one, Brandon. The coach upstairs who signaled down and said challenge it, and the head coach for pulling the red flag.
47-yard punt, a return of 4. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for winning.
And he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Manning going to hand it off to Barkley. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Well, that's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
60-yard.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
Let's go.
Manning to throw on 3rd and 1. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
I feel like Eli Manning has just gone from downfield bomber to a guy who can complete everything.
He can hit him underneath now,
Yeah, we just saw that there with that pass completion. The maturity of a veteran taken with the defense will give him.
The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
Pilot, 64.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the big 7.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Go. Protein spell. 60 Pittsburgh.
That's the way. Switch.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he's going to be met behind the line of scrimmage and taken down. And a penalty flag is going to come out on top of it. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Tackle made there by Matt Milano. Manning now on 3rd and goal. Tate bringing it in for the Giant touchdown. Golden Tate, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. And they're back within a couple at 9-7 now. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. This one taken from the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Allen. And incomplete.
Why? Come on. Now you're just being a little
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Hey, Orbit.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. On second down, it's Pollard. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Pollard. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
The left side completion to Jones. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They run with a former Jaguar. It's T.J. Yeldon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. T.J. Yeldon, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it will be 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Manning. Finds his tight end, Ingram.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles.
So I'm going to put Singletary back over here and see something.
Of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Alert, alert, alert! Switch!
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And his throw here's incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable, usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. On 3rd down. Singletary, and it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
On the set.
Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense is doing a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll set up the screen to Barkley. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the
Block
first.
me an open field.
The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
13 yards, good for a Giant 1st down. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line. Now Manning. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
What?
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. There's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end.
See it?
They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Oh, yeah, but do you see it? Maybe you should have put it up before you put it bed.
Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far here in the 2nd quarter. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incomplete pass here now is 2nd and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. Hard throw, incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. A reminder coming up later tonight, Sunday Night Football, a good one from Atlanta. Eagles and Falcons, 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow on Monday Night Football, Odell Beckham back in New York, back in MetLife Stadium. Browns and Jets, 8:50. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That's a cornerback in for the sack, Tre'Davious White.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
To try again after the sack. Manning. And his pass incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force an incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that happen.
As soon as you do that, okay. This is safety patrol, like, so then when in the halls I can, like, tell people not to run and stuff.
Okay.
Whenever you want to sign that.
Okay. You want to be a hall monitor?
This is taken at the 10. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. Throw left side complete. It's Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
But forget knowing where the 1st down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Giants are going to get the football back. But it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to...
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. John Brown now heading back onto the field as he gets set to go here. Not only does he not have a catch, I don't think he's been targeted in this game, but they're winning.
And if you ask a receiver of his magnitude, he'll tell you that it's because everyone is focused on him anyway. Okay, you've taken it away. No catches, no targets, but we're still winning. I've opened things up for the rest of my team. I know how receivers think.
They've been using him as a decoy, and effectively so. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, they stick with Singletary. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
You got him. Hey, check back 47. Check back 47.
And he fires one incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Allen going to throw. And that will be incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. Now, he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient. Followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
And Ingram holds it in. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A healthy Evan Ingram, that could be a great elixir for New York this year. A season ago, he only played in 11 games because of the injuries, 35 catches, which was a dip down from 2 seasons ago when Ingram caught 64 passes. Manning now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. On the run, it's Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. On 2nd down, Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Manning's throw complete to Tate. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The Giants on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Manning. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Tate, and he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Remember, with Rosas, there was some speculation last year in the preseason that he might not hold on to his job with the Giants.
But he certainly answered the challenge, didn't he? 32 of 33 during the regular season, 97% that is, and was named to the NFC Pro Bowl team. And by the way, at 6'3", 234, he can bench press your kicker.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. We've got a little more than a minute to go. I think the offense is saying, hey, all we need here, a field goal, and we can take the lead into intermission.
Well, I think that's what the goal should be. Give your kicker a chance to give you those 3 points. But in the meantime, if someone falls asleep on the defensive side, you might take advantage of that and get a big shot downfield, too.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Singletary. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Allen.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Allen now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Check tight. Check tight. Check tight. Hey, wahoo!
On first down, Allen. And Jones has it over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Operating from the red zone now. Allen, that is caught at the 7. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Toward the pylon, caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Throwing again on second down. Allen under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Alec Ogletree. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Tyler Kroft in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills have retaken the lead. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10. Manning now to throw. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now this is picked up by the Bills.
Oh, we got it. We got it.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can. It's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. They will run with Singletary. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Singletary again. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
47 to Mike, 47. Check, 47. Watch the run,
They run here with Singletary, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Devin Singletary with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
And the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. To throw is Manning. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Tate. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. On 1st down, Singletary. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before.
That's your 20, Singy.
Being brought down, 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Just like that.
At the 32-yard line.
Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes.
Right on.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard, and he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the 1st half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll run with Penny. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Ooh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
That's a lot of points.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
Matchbox right.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Allen looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Pollard. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Here's Pollard again. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Check line 47. Check line 47. Get that quarterback,
On first down, Singletary. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Throw left side complete. That's Jones. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
Hey, switch gears.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because at least you're there.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Tony Pollard with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Barkley. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Here's Manning to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Tate. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. fair to say hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. A gain of 13, it's a first down. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. They'll run with Pollard. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And New York set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Manning. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Manning will get this out to Barkley complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
On 2nd and a couple, Allen, and the grab by Croft. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. Because strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. And here's Allen to throw again. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants'
I can't stop throwing
13-yard
to him.
line.
Shit.
First down.
Mike 47. Watch the pass.
They'll run on first down. Pollard. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Check, 47.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Going to run again here with Pollard. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt. And that will be caught by Jones. He's got a Buffalo touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Bills will add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
New York set to take the field, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The throw over the middle taken in, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Manning going to throw. Open man right side is Ingram. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now Manning again. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Saquon Barkley denied on 4th down, and the Bills are going to get the football back. Well, they knew who to turn to on 4th down. Their horse, they needed the short yardage. He just couldn't get it.
And that's the surprise, because normally that's bread and butter for them, right? Hand it to the big guy, let him go, pick up the first down. Didn't get it there. All credit to the defense. Usually, even if they know he's coming, he can't be stopped, and they got it done on that play.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. The left side completion to Jones. A gain of 6 there on first. Jones last year led the Bills, 652 receiving yards, 7 touchdowns, more than doubled his production from 2017. Now they're hoping for an even bigger bump this year. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
Second and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Here's Allen to throw it. His throw caught at about the 5.
See ya.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Tyler Kroft, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
The New York set to take the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the number 1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Manning to Barkley on the draw play. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
It's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse. How's that?
8 ounce is good.
All right, just check it.
Throwing is Manning. And this is going to be incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the fourth quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
Yeah, here come the Bills. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Allen. And he slings one that's incomplete. Tony Pollard out of the backfield, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. On the return, it's Tate. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Manning looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Blitz coming, and down he goes. He is proving his worth defensively, getting the sack here. That comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
Back now on EA Sports. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
Alert, alert, alert! Crouch! Alert! Hey, Haywood!
So Allen's going to look to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
11 yards and a Buffalo first down. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Allen. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The final score now coming from Nashville, and it was the Colts emerging victorious. Jacoby Brissett, he was the story there with 4 touchdown passes. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Now Manning. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now Manning. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd down.
Go! 30 base.
Exit, exit.
Big rip.
One final try now for Manning. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when